Are we really just memeing ourselves into oblivion? Because here's the thing, it's like I'm listening to Dr. Weinstein and Dr. Hang on the Dark Horse podcast, and they're going over some numbers about the pandemic and everything seemingly COVID related. It's like, oh look, places that have a lot of wealth inequality, yeah, yeah, it seems like there are a lot of folks getting affected. It's like, yeah, I think we know that. I think we've observed that. Oh, look at the next thing as well. It's like, wait a second. Countries that have a certain level of social cohesion seem to have less issues, seem to be getting over it more. I don't know. Maybe places like Germany, because when the government says do something, it seems like the vast majority of people do it, as well as other places in Europe as well. It's like, all right, we see this happening. It's like, yeah, we got America. We got freedoms and everything like that. But the sheer fact that it's like, we literally have a plague upon us and we're screaming at each other. The president comes out here, and of course, it's like, had the president come out and said, I am not a doctor, but we have these things. There seem to be some studies regarding chloroquine. Again, I am not a doctor either. Consult your doctor. It seems promising. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't have stressed it as much as he does. But then again, that seems to be his character. If this has the potential to help some people, this shouldn't be freaking political. Wearing a mask. The sheer fact that the leader of the United States, the leader essentially of the free freaking world, what, he doesn't want to wear a mask to be seen with a mask because of what? Freaking pride? Freaking ego? We're arguing about this? Conservatives, some conservatives, pardon, I don't want to overly be specific here. We got to be straight with folks. We need accurate language. I have been inaccurate and I have been very mean with my language as of recently. My apologies for that. But the sheer fact that it's like, folks are arguing over this. It's like, wait. Some conservatives have a problem with this. Were some of these the same conservatives saying that this may have been allegedly, it's a conspiracy hypothesis, a bioweapon that escaped the lab? You're telling me if the president had to come on and said this is a bioweapon that escaped a lab, that there wouldn't be some folks that identify as conservative, literally out there with freaking full hazmat suits and everything like that? I'm pretty sure there would be. Well, at the same time, I tend to think there are some lefties out there that would be like, dude, no, man, this came from Mother Earth. We all came from Mother Earth, man, and everything. And it's like, unfortunately, I think some of those folks may end up getting sick and maybe even passing away. It's like, is it really the point now where that's just kind of reversed? Now the president's kind of wearing a mask. It's like, why do we have to make this political? Well, we've made everything political. That's how we make our money, get all our clicks and everything like that. Yeah, that's how we do it. Because we just need to divide. Remember, divide and conquer. It's like, yeah, who's being conquered? It seems like the vast majority of folks that happen to be in the center. What the heck is the center? Oh, people don't like folks in the center. It's like, really? I think a lot of folks in the center, they don't just know it. Why? Because we kind of seem to be latching on to the furthest ends. You see studies around, it's like, you got like 8% of folks kind of on the left and stuff like that. Oh, they're starting these issues and everything. Really? Okay. Let's assume a standardized distribution. You got like 8% on the left. You know what that means? You're going to have 8% on the right too. It's like, oh, really? Yeah, because nobody would ever make excuses for their own side. Why? Oh, because we need to be part of this team or anything. What happened to Team America? America. Yeah, that meme's still in me. But what happened to it? What happened when we came together? We're literally having germs divide us. And it's to the point now where we've literally spent so much money. We're arguing about spending trillions and trillions more. Where if we actually had a leader that came out and said, listen, a plague is upon us. This happened 100 years ago. I'm going to ask you to do something very difficult. It's probably going to be 6 weeks, perhaps 2 months, maybe even a quarter. We're going to need to shut down a large amount of businesses. Only so many will be able to be open. If you go out, we ask you to have a face covering and some gloves. Or just something. Wash your hands. Try to stay distant. Oh yeah, and by the way, we're going to pay everyone 30 grand because the very first stimulus bill was up to $6.2 trillion divided by 210 million Americans is such a huge amount of money. We literally could have paid everyone $29,500 for every U.S. citizen over the age of 18. That seems like a lot of money. You're saying we couldn't have fixed this in 3 months and gotten on with our lives, paying every adult American 30 grand? Oh, we couldn't do this. Oh, we need it complicated. We need to give money here, here. Oh, what about these businesses? Really? Businesses need money? I thought free market principles involved, I don't know, issuing stock. It's almost like we could have done employee ownership. Oh, it's almost like we could have used conservative business principles to achieve leftist goals. Oh, employee ownership. Guess what? Maybe you're going to try harder. Maybe you're going to want your company to do more. Maybe we could actually start to, like, present pension plans or something akin to that using something. It's like, really? Really? We'd rather just scream at each other? We've got our country and we're tearing ourselves apart. We are our own worst enemy. Literally, I almost hate to bring it up. It's like the only thing Joe Biden's saying, the only thing that can feed America is America. You get Tucker Carlson making fun of him and everything. What does that even mean? Really? Really? Listen, Joe Biden might not be a spring chicken and everything, but you know what? I think he has a point there. It's almost like if you charitably interpret things, maybe we could actually make a difference. Maybe we could actually focus on the problems rather than just be like, they did it. That's what I'm seeing a lot of. And you know what? We're screwing ourselves. I hear folks saying, it's like, whatever happened to the children? Imagine the children literally living through this. They've only existed for such a short period of time. And this is what they're getting exposed to. They're learning that you should fear literally every single person because they might be a walking plague manifestation. They might end up killing their friends and family members. We're taking away touch from people. How the hell are people supposed to develop? What happened to a kid being a kid? It doesn't seem to happen anymore. Why? I have no idea. Was it hatred? Is it money? Is it really money? I don't know. All I know is this hatred's already infected me as well. But I see you all over there. Shout out to my patron, Joe Franco, Austinator, Dave, Nerdy. I love you all. Peace out, everybody. Be safe. And long live the elbow bump. Boop. And, oh, they hit the wrong thing.